Looman. Let him hear from you. Good morning, Patriots.
Good morning.
And by the way, if there's any Marine vets out there, Semper Fi. Hoorah! My name is Bill Looman. Yes, I came right there with the sign on the back of the truck that says, new company policy, I'm not hiring until Obama's gone. Normally it would be on my service truck, but it's sitting in Anderson right now. That little sign and a couple of statements I made on Facebook garnered the attention of quite a few people. One of which was the Secret Service. And thanks to these event organizers, they got wind of it and they wanted me to come down here, or actually up here, to your beautiful home state and recount that event. And kind of give you an idea, you really don't have to fear them. To be honest with you, those guys were highly professional. They asked the same questions I'm sure they asked Ted Nugent. And they treated me with the respect, and they did it following a lawful order. I was heading north on Highway 21 coming back from a job. My wife gives me a call. She says, honey, you've got friends that want to talk to you at home. I said, okay, honey, you tell them I'll be there as quick as I can. Tom's telling me I'll be there about 25 minutes. Now, I'm going to give you the PG-rated version of what I said after she told me the Secret Service was there. I said, no friggin' way. You see, a few of my friends have vetted the story and found out that I was the first one to garner the attention of Mr. Holder and Mr. Obama. And I guess I have that notoriety to be the first one to be visited by the Secret Service in his regime, during his term in office. So I took a 25-minute trip. My sheriff wasn't clocking that day. Obviously, I got there a little quicker. I got there in 19. And as I stepped out of my vehicle, I stepped out with this. Yeah. In Georgia, if you're a concealed weapons carry permit holder, you're legally allowed to carry it. Open. Just like here in the great state of North Carolina, which we have reciprocity with. So, they asked me nicely if I'd put it away. I asked them nicely, are you going to arrest me? They responded with, no, we just got a couple questions. My wife comes up to me and says, baby, I wouldn't let him in the house. I knew you'd get mad. But I did offer him some sweet tea. They didn't take it. I guess there was a trust issue there. I don't know. So we commenced with that 10-page document that they wanted to ask me a series of questions. I'm sure, like I said, Ted probably got it later, and he kind of wigged out about his interview. Me being a Marine, I know kind of where they were reaching and what they had to do and what they were ordered to do, so I didn't take it to heart too much. But they asked me things like, did you get hit on the head recently? I said, yeah. Was Obama elected? It was painful. And then they asked me if I'd ever attended a Secret Service event or an event where a Secret Service was present. I said, no, I'm not really that active. This gentleman that's in office now has made me a little vocal and a little passionate about my politics. And we went through all that, and then they asked me for a permissive search of my house. And a lot of you guys are going to frown on this. I granted that search because I'm above board. I had no explosives. I do have a lot of weapons, which did interest them, but I think they were looking for something a little more to kind of trip me up, so to speak. There was nothing. Keep in mind, all the way up until this point, they're very professional. They lacked a sense of humor. I'm kind of a sarcastic guy, and I was trying to crack jokes with them. They wouldn't take it on. And then after the search, and after they really looked at my 8mm mag and got interested in that, because that is one of the preferred weapons of Marine snipers. I'm not a sniper, but I am a Marine. But I use it for hunting. After that, they wanted to look over my shoulder on my Facebook page. And now, that morning before I left, I had posted a few things, and one of the things I posted, they came across, and that immediately ended the interview. Immediately. They both busted out laughing because the picture I posted was about the third or fourth entry down. It was a picture of my dream ticket for the 2012 election, and it had Herman Cain side by side with Allen West. Yeah. So they busted out laughing. The one that wasn't laughing as much was able to say, "This interview is over." I said, "Well, why?" Now I'm a little dumbfounded. They said, "You were turned in for being a racist and posed a threat to the President of the United States. And we see nothing here. Do you want to ask us some questions?" First question out of my mouth was, of course, "Do you have to run into people's houses and they're wearing them tinfoil hats?" They said, "Yeah, you wouldn't believe it." The second question was a little more serious. I said, "Do you honestly believe that the man in that Oval Office is a Christian?" And they both got real silent for a second, and one was brave enough to answer. He said, and this gave me a lot of heart. You got to read into this statement. "We are here to protect the office, not necessarily the man." I took that to heart. You see, in Georgia, I'm an oath keeper also. I spent a lot of time out there doing a little recruiting. And that event that happened that day, I happened to be an oath keeper at the time, and I looked at it as a recruiting opportunity. No kidding. By the time they left grinning, and they left with my contact information and an open invite to come to my house at any given time. They were properly escorted by a sheriff's deputy, and they were very professional. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you this. Most of the military out there stand with us. I can tell you that with all the heart I have here. I honestly know that. Those 537 individuals up there in D.C. are outnumbered. They are corrupt. They are wrong in what they're doing and trying to take our liberties away and push tyranny upon us. On that note, I want to leave you with this thought. The honorable thing to do is not to start this fight. The honorable thing to do is allow them to start this fight, and then we'll finish it. God bless you. God bless America. This is a beautiful state here in South Carolina. Semper Fi Marines.
Bill Looman, let's hear it for Bill. Thank you. Boy, you people are going to get fired up today. Let me warn you. God bless you. I want to say thank you to A.J. Dowd for his contributions of dollars and also materials today. Thank you, A.J. Dowd, our 6th District Chairman. Thank you so much. It's okay to clap for him. He's a terrific guy. Coming up next, we're going to introduce you to our vocalist for just one song, but he'll be back for some more. Please welcome Billy Myers from Lexington. Billy, come on up.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountain